Hi there, Nigel Saunders for KW Bonsai. Today I've been preparing this larch forest for our club show and open house. So I'll just go through some of the things I've done to it and give you a general update on the forest. So we'll go in and have a look at the forest, see how it's doing. So here's start with the landscaping. So I've added a few rocks just to kind of give the impression of a natural forest. Just kind of pan around it here. I think it does that. I think it looks like you're walking in a forest. You can look up at the trees. So some of the things I've done, as I said, I added some rocks. This is a really nice rock. It's got that layered look to it, which looks very natural. And I tried to match the other rocks to kind of match that rock. I pruned my moss back here to look like bushes. That was that shade moss. The moss up front is it's getting a little thick, but I don't want to prune it or disturb it. It looks so nice right now. It looks like green velvet. So what I've done to the trees, if you're preparing a larch for a show, what you want to do is remove all the needles from the bottom. So any needles facing down, you just pinch them off with your hand, and it gives a nice clean line underneath the branch structure. It gives a nice clean line and your growth is on top, which is very similar to what larches are, very similar to how larches grow in nature. The bottoms of the branches are bare and all the foliage is on the top. The other thing I did, if you have clusters of needles, you want to remove the needles that are facing in towards the tree. So, you know, any needles that are not sort of growing upright or outwards from the tree trunk, you want to pluck those off too. And yeah, it gives a nice look to the tree. And the last thing, I've started working on my wooden base here. So again, these are just nursery seed trays. They're inserts that fit into the wooden base. So when you're planting sitting out on the bench, you take the wooden base away, you pop the trees out. And so I've stained it a darker color in places. I rubbed the stain on, or painted the stain on, and then I rubbed it off with a cloth to kind of give it that, not an antique look, but just a general darker tone. I guess it's sort of an antique look. And the last thing I want to do is I've got to put a coat of urethane over the entire thing, just to seal it all in and preserve it. So summer is over now. We're getting into some really cool temperatures, and the larches, they're one of the few sort of they're in between a coniferous and a deciduous tree. They look like a coniferous tree, but they lose their leaves in fall. And you get some really nice fall colors from them. They turn a nice golden brown in the fall. And then they all fall off, and you can work on your trees without any leaves, which is really nice for pruning the structure. So that's about it for today. So Nigel Saunders for KW Bonsai. We'll see you next time.